Guys, round 5 against Bruised by God on Archer Port Midrange / Archer Port Valkyrie Synergy. After this game, I need to clean up my friends list. Close this, and let's see what he's on. 4 protects is going to be interesting. Well, like he's on the play, I think Archer Salad makes protect a better card. Means he's the one who probably gets the tempo advantage. Turn 1 Emerald tells me probably isn't on a ton of power or not another green source. Well, a little bit of information you could take from that. It looks like he might be lacking a shadow source. He has a protect in hand, we know that. I've been told most of his threats aren't mono green. My opponent's power screwed out the gate. Which I'm not exactly happy with. I'm just gonna try to end this as fast as I can then. Because, well, he hasn't missed a power, he's not a mono justice deck. Now we torch this, then he protects, and then we torch again. We'd also find out if he has a finest hour in hand. Torch it. It feels bad to do that, but it's not like I'm just gonna not try to win. We don't know any cards in his hand anymore. Attack. Play Iron Throne, I guess. Just try to end this. Why not try to end this before he finds a shadow source, because that could be bad. I do have Harsh Rule. Alright, that's a pretty good pickup. Yeah, it's protect or finest hour in hand. I guess we'll just play out threats. I don't need to rise here for anything. I don't think Desert Marshal was overly important on that turn. One of my creatures is probably going to die to finest hour here, although he could just have protect. And if he's making that block, it's protect. So let's rise, and we're gonna get Diago because it is a creature with charge. Cool. Up game. He got mana screwed. We've been very fortunate today. We haven't had mana issues really. Opponents have. Is this last rounds? No healers, right? Yeah, this is last rounds. I want to go smaller in this matchup. Like, I don't want Ikaria, and I don't want to leave a witness. I don't need Reality Wardens. Stand is not better than Protect. Initiation is amazing. Vanquish is needed. Runehammer is needed. Second Diago's not. I don't know if I want any Shadow Glass. Let me look at his list a little bit more. And he can bring in Runehammers, but it's only 4 Falchions, right? And the lands. I'm gonna cut Shadow Glass. I'm also, a lot of the things I want to get, I don't know if I want both rises. Maybe I cut them both, actually. I'm gonna cut my rises. So I'm bringing in 2 protect, 2 initiation, and I don't want the 2 healers. I don't think I want healer in this matchup. Yeah, I don't want healer. Healer doesn't actually impact this game. I know it pops Aegis, but most of his threats fly. Alright, game 2. Now we are so few of fire that it's actually faded out. That's funny. Well, on the draw again. Kinda bad. Kinda bad. This hand, we're not gonna win this game, are we? Unless he goes too heavy on something, I don't get to vanquish, but yeah, we're... Yeah. Not only influence screwed, we're power screwed.
Single shot is all it takes.
That's a good pickup, but we're gonna need a lot of that. And we need creatures. I don't know what I want to draw either. You guys, Finest Hour or Protect or Annihilate. That's not awful, but I need power. The fact that we've also found specifically Triple Justice sucks. Might be our turn to get mana screwed. We're always still going to be the deck that could just play the Harsh Rules and stuff though and potentially come back. I'm going to Vanquish this over ensuring my power. Because I know he has a fastball, and if it's Protect, I'm not going through this. I'm not going to get through it in that case. Okay. Please draw into, just draw power. Thanks. So we can Vanquish this. If he had drawn it there, we'd probably start crying on camera. Okay. I think we lose. We have outs, I guess. Like, I guess I'm gonna play a Parliament and then leave out Protect and try to block it. That seems fine. Because we don't know what this fastball is. I'm kinda hoping it was Annihilate there. He is fairly flooded. You're obviously making this attack, and now we find out if it's Finest Hour. It is. Okay. I don't care how much life he has. It has nothing to do with that. I take one. Alright, I'm one power off of that. There's less fire in my deck. Like sources. Okay.
There's no escape.
I obviously chump block here. If I draw an undepleted power, I get to leave up Protect, and that's probably good. Titan plus Desert Marshal. He has an Annihilate. Or he has a pause. That's the actual thing. So let's play Desert Marshal. And see what we get to. So we'll silence Macdo and see where his pause is. If he has Protect, is he willing to use it? So if it's Finest Hour, I get blown out anyways. So I'm gonna go for the play that hopes it's like Protect. Okay. I went for the play that allowed him to make an error. It's probably gonna cost us, but we have some outs that are good. Seraph plus Initiation kills me, right? Yeah, we're dead. Just a bad hand. I need him to find a Macdo 1 or 2 turns later. Then we could have won that game, potentially. We did draw out of it decently well. The problem was we didn't have time to play the Amber Acolyte. I could have went more aggressive at some point and played it out. For sure. And maybe that was... Maybe I misstepped it somewhere. That's a game I'm going to watch over. Maybe I had a turn to just play Amber and Chump Block. But when you put the Falchion on the board, we were in trouble. Going first, but it's too slow. This is quite good. Especially if it's not turn 2 Instigator. That's the only thing I'm really scared of. So check a second time. So he knows I have 2 power in hand. I didn't have a way to hold that information. Unless I played the Justice Sigil here. Both of us are trying to slow down in this matchup, I think. Or I'm trying to make him slow down so he slows down a bit. To be a more Protect heavy deck. I want him to play no creatures, obviously. One thing I can do is Iron Throne plus Zen Initiation in 1 turn.
single shot is all it takes.
I'm gonna run our Titan. He has Protect Finest Hour. Question is which, and if he attacks, will I block? No. That's okay, just clock him.
That's a lovely collection. It's written right here.
He can't make this Bart Holo or Instigator live. I am gonna go for the Bart though. I want this game to be interactive. And that sounds really weird to say, but all I want to do is interact until he dies. That's all we want to do in this matchup. I have a 6-7 Titan. This is bigger than everything you can possibly put on the board. But if you annihilate it or vanquish it, it feels a little bit bad. Or that. I don't technically have an answer yet because he has a Finest Hour, I presume, in hand after one of his attacks. His favor's fine. We had already played his power this turn, right? Yeah, so he made a slight misstep. Now we know there's a shadow source. That's pretty good.
It's written right here.
Heart next turn is not good, but we can Desert Marshal this. We're gonna make him use the Finest Hour is the plan.
Think you can escape me?
Maybe he commits a little bit here because it's a weak turn for me. He can use his bait. So we know he played a Shadow Sigil? No. So we know there's a Shadow Sigil and a Finest Hour. So there's two other cards in his hand. And he didn't Finest Hour. Macdo. Do you have Protect? And Finest Hour? No. Okay. Does he have another threat? No. Let's start Iron Thorning until we win then. I hate my life.
No escape. Halt!
I think I'm gonna attack. I could just vanquish that and then he walks there. I think I'd rather get my Herschel out. Alright. I still wish Macdo was never made. I know there's a Finest Hour. If he also has Protect, this is bad. So Macdo is 2 cards deep. That's for the next Macdo.
You've run far enough.
Do this first. I know he has Finest Hour, so I'm not gonna try to spike him or anything like that. We're just gonna play our fair game. Not our best draw, but we still have an Iron Throne out. Please not a Macdo. I don't think that card's overly relevant. Play this depleted, attack for 6.
What a lovely collection.
Okay. I know he has a Finest Hour. Let's get him to use it. My fear here is he has a Macdo. We're 3 cards. He has Finest Hour, so if he draws Macdo, I win. Sorry, I lose. This feels like I'm playing Hearthstone. If he doesn't draw a Macdo or a Valkyrie, I win. His last card's Finest Hour, so I'd be at 1 right now. Motherfucker. Okay. was so skillful.